Hey guys, it's Lainey. Today is my May wrap-up in combination with my May book haul. This is not to be confused with my BEA book haul. That's going to be a totally separate video. I did get a few books this month in May, but I didn't want to do it in that video, so I thought, why not just do it in your May wrap-up? Because let's get real, I only read 4 books this month. The first book I read this month was Killing Sarai by J.A. Ramirski. This was on recommendation to me from Kenya, and I absolutely loved it. It has to do with assassins and action and romance. I have compared this book to Mr. and Mrs. Smith in book form, so if that sounds interesting to you, I would suggest that you pick it up. The second book I read in the month of May was Amor Amor by Krista and Becca Ritchie. I already have a non-spoiler book review for this book on my channel. I'll link it down below. You should check it out. This is a new adult romance set in Las Vegas. It was a circus romance, and it's just so good, you guys. Like, this is like one of my top 3 for sure new adult romances I've ever read. I love the character development, the building of the relationship, which I always think is important. It needs to be natural, and this was definitely natural and really well written. The main character is one of my favorite main characters now. I just really admire her and I really love her. I also read Akatar, and then Ribset happened the second to last week of May. I was doing really strong the first half of the week. I was hosting sprints and they were really fun, so thank you for everybody. If you're watching and you participate in my sprints, thank you for doing that, because I'm always nervous when I start to do sprints because I don't want to join. But I was very, very surprised by how many people participated. Especially the challenges that I was throwing out there. I'm really happy everybody participated in those. This is the first Ribset where I wasn't as successful as I was the past 4 times, and I think that was because of New York coming up, and then I was too busy trying to pack and make sure everything was good. So I only actually completed 1 book for Ribset. That book was Stitching Snow by R.C. Lewis. This is a science fiction Snow White retelling. I would say that you should pick this book up if you like the Lunar Chronicles meets These Broken Stars. I felt that way about this book. I don't have a non-spoiler book review for it yet. I want to film it. I do have a really detailed Goodreads review for it though, so I'll link that down below. I rated this a 4 out of 5. It was really enjoyable. It is a standalone, but there are going to be companion books that have to do with this world, I'm pretty sure. So that's like set in space. This was the only book I read for Ribset, and I read it within the first 2 days. I tried reading Snow Like Ashes by Sarah Rash. I was really excited to read that, but for some reason I just hit a wall when I started it, and it was really difficult for me to continue reading it. Mostly because there's a lot of info dumping in the beginning of the book, and I just felt like so much was being unloaded on me that I just couldn't continue. Next are the books that I got in the month of May. The first 2 books are kind of hilarious. I should tell you the backstory first before I show them. Kenya, Melody, and we were watching The Mummy together and tweeting about it one night. You probably muted me when I was hashtagging the crap out of that movie. It's one of my it's top 5 favorite movies for sure. I love The Mummy. Love the second one. And it's a shame that they never made a 3rd one. I was researching on Amazon for mummy things. Don't ask me why. Because I remember when I was younger, I read a new adult version of the second movie. So I was trying to find that again. I ended up finding the mass market paperback editions of Mummy and Mummy Returns. And these are actual full-length novels. The author is Max Allan Collins, and he wrote the novel based off the screenplay. So I'm very excited to read these, believe it or not, because there's going to be, more description and more prose, and I'm really excited to see the stories, and I need more Rick in my life. I was sent a book for review, and that is The Shape of My Heart by Anna Guire. I love Anna Guire's new adult series. I have the other 2 books. I love Anna Guire's writing style, and I love the first book in this series. I have the second one. I'll be reading the second one and doing another review on it, and then I'm going to leap into the 3rd one. They're all companion books, so I've already been introduced to the characters that are in this book, but I don't want to read the back of it yet. I just know who it's about. All the titles for this series are based off of Backstreet Boys songs, and I just think that's so clever, and I love that. Entangled Teen sent me a book, Modern Monsters by Kelly York. I think this book just came out June 2nd, if I remember correctly. This book is a contemporary, which they keep sending me contemporary books, but you guys know I'm not a fan of just straight up YA contemporary, so I don't know why they keep sending me them. I feel like they're wasting their contemporaries on me. This one actually sounds kind of interesting because I think it has to do with a rape accusation. I mean, it's not high on my TBR, but I really do want to read it to review it. And the last book I got in May was Reviving Isabel, which is the second book in the Company of Killers series by J.A. Rimurski. I just, talked about Killing Sarai. I actually did start this right before I left for New York, and I didn't have time to read it. I'm about 100 pages in, and I'm really enjoying it, of course. That is my May book haul and my May wrap-up. What about you guys? What are some books that you really enjoyed reading this month? I really enjoyed Amor Amor and Killing Sarai the most. I hope you guys all have a really great day, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!